Hi there, YouTube. So it is 9:53, and we have a quick little English practice session at 10 o'clock with someone. So it'll be starting soon in less than 10 minutes, and you'll be able to hear the conversation. So you will not really see the person, but you'll be able to listen. And at the end, I probably will be giving some feedback, some different mistakes that I've heard. And then while I do that, you'll be able to test your own English and also listen for mistakes. Yes, I am from Canada. I'm just responding to TikTok. Why my English can be improving. If you want to improve your English, I would say just practice. Listen to a lot of my videos on YouTube. I have a whole playlist on YouTube of common English mistakes. So if you want to improve your English because of mistakes that you make, watch that playlist. It helps you test. So I'll give like a sentence with mistakes, and then you have to guess what it is. So that will help you reinforce your English and then spot English mistakes and maybe English mistakes that you make, right? You're turning 32 in 2 weeks. Almost happy birthday. That's awesome. Where do you live right now? I live in Canada. Yep, so I live in the province of Hola, hello, Harold Castro. Nice channel. Thank you. I'm glad you like my channel. Canal in English is channel. When we're talking about like TV, YouTube, when we're talking about the Panama Canal, it is a canal, but channel in Spanish, in English. So I have a question on YouTube. So my YouTube questions have priority. So I'll be answering them before I answer TikTok. So when I'm in a lesson, that person has priority. And then after that, it's the one that is being recorded. And then it's TikTok. So how can I improve my accent? I would say just practice. I would say listen to a lot of native English speakers, because when we practice English with other English learners, it's good, but we might start to develop that accent. So if you're with a bunch of, Spanish speakers and Spanish is your first language, you might start to speak like that. So I'd say listen to a lot of native speakers. I have playlists on pronunciation. I don't know if Spanish is actually your first language. I should not have assumed that. But if you do speak Spanish as a first language, I have pronunciation practice for Spanish speakers on YouTube. Works with the J sound, the Y sound, the CH sound. So check it out. I have English mistake playlist. I have a pronunciation playlist. Yeah, check it out. I try to compile it so it's easy. So you're streaming also. So you are also streaming on YouTube. Yes. So YouTube, I'm recording, streaming, I'm live, and that will actually be recorded. Yeah, and then TikTok is there, and then I am on Zoom. I'm on Zoom to do a quick little one-on-one English conversation session. But I actually feel I'm stuck in same vocabulary. George, I love that you said that. I feel like if you're stuck in the same vocabulary, you might be at an intermediate level, maybe, maybe not. But if you want to expand your vocabulary, I say read. Honestly, reading is such a powerful tool to improve your, like, to get more vocabulary words, to see how different words are made. Also, I made a video, and I posted it last Sunday, how to use ChatGPT to improve your English. And one of the examples I gave was to ask ChatGPT, what are 10 different ways of saying this? So it gives you different ways of saying the same thing, which helps you expand your vocabulary, where you might just say, oh, I really like it, or I really like it, and that's it. I really like it. I really like it. But then it'll give you 10 different ways. Like, I'm really a fan of it. It'll give you lots of different ways. I don't share which city I live in, but I live in the province of Quebec. I can't find your YouTube channel link. Oh, I will write it on the board. Well, actually, it's the same as my, it has my TikTok, but if you look up Learn English, can you see it on there? a little bit, it's better on TikTok. With Jess. That's on Facebook. That's on YouTube. It's also on TikTok as well. Whoa, this lighting is horrible on my computer. It looks like I'm sick. But I'm doing it for you guys, so you just have to see the lighting. It honestly looks like I'm a zombie. But luckily I know this person, so that's great. Can you suggest some books to read? Great question. I had a book here actually. I would say look at any kind of book that you personally like. I am personally trying to improve my Spanish, so I have Cinco Lenguajes del Amor. Okay, you're the one from TikTok. Awesome. See people coming from TikTok to YouTube. Or 5 love languages. In a lot of my YouTube videos, I do have the links of some of my favorite books, so you can definitely check that out. But my person is here, so I might have to leave you guys. Not leave you guys, but to focus on my meeting. I always get so nervous when I do these. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you for the likes. I have like 561 likes. Hello. Okay. Hello, Esther.
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Good. So like I'd mentioned, I have like you're live this way. They can hear you, but they cannot see you. Everyone in the live, can you hear her speak? You don't want to do a video? You don't have to if you don't want to. Esther,
Yes.
do you want to put on your camera? Or not really?
Not really.
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect. So I'll explain to you a little bit, Esther. When I talk to people, I will usually start with seeing where their pronunciation is at. And then throughout our conversation as we're meeting, I will write down different mistakes I've heard. Do you want me to do that and then let you know what they are at the end?
Yes, why not?
Why not? Okay, perfect. All right. All right, so I'm going to share with you my screen. All right. So I'm happy to have you here, Esther.
You too. Happy to be here.
All right, so we're going to work on pronunciation. I'm going to start with just some random words just to kind of gauge, because I've never really analyzed you, because like we know each other in person, for those wondering. I've never really analyzed what you can say and what you cannot say, so I'm going to do a quick little vocabulary list together. And I'm going to ask you to pronounce some words. I'm going to get out my pointer here. Can you tell me what this word says?
Do you want me to? Okay, information.
Perfect. And this word here?
Temperature.
Okay. And this word here?
Plural.
Good. And I'm actually going to share with you a little tip to sound like more natural, because I know a lot of Quebecers or a lot of English learners will want to pronounce everything, but it's actually just kind of like squirrel, like that.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And then this word here.
Oh.
Yeah, though. And then this word.
Thorough.
0, perfect. This word,
Regular.
perfect. I'm gonna clear my drawings. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to, I'm a French speaker. Okay, now I'm going to work on the H's just for those watching. There are different sounds that when we're learning a language that are difficult for us. For French speakers, it's usually the H and the TH. So we're gonna do some TH pronunciation. Also, I apologize for the video quality. I had to close my windows so that people could see my whiteboard. So I look like a zombie. All right. So can I get you to pronounce this word
Symbol.
and then this word?
Puppy.
Yeah. And this word
Dog.
again?
Hot dog.
Perfect. Hot dog. And this word here?
Happy.
Okay. Perfect. Just gonna go back to TH. Actually, I think I have already a pretty good idea. I'm gonna work a little bit on THs. But we're gonna do like a tongue twister. So can I get you to read the sentence for me?
Okay. The first thing that they think of is this.
Okay. So the first thing that they think of is this. Can you repeat with that same speed? So the first thing they think of is this.
First thing that they think of is this.
Okay. Awesome. So kind of gauged a little bit what I want to work on a little bit. So do you want to have general conversation or do you want me to lead the conversation?
You can lead the conversation because I know that it's a little bit hard for me to find the topic.
That's perfect.
In English.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Esther. So,
What?
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I interrupted you at the end.
No, it's okay.
All right, so I was thinking we could do a quick little would you rather game. So it allows us to have structure to our conversation, but then to also have freedom to talk about different things. So this game is called Would You Rather. So I will get you to actually read Would You Rather or just so that I can continue to hear your pronunciation. So can you say, would you rather be a detective or a pilot? So can I get you to say that for me?
Yes. Would you rather be a detective or would you rather be a pilot?
Okay. So I'll start by answering and then I'll let you answer. I think I would rather be a pilot because I think it would be fun to fly. What about you? Would you rather be a detective or be a pilot?
I'm sure that I would rather be a detective because I'm curious about all the crime stuff and it doesn't affect me. So, yep, I would rather be a detective.
Nice. And good job on the rather, because I hear a lot of Quebecers say rather, but you say rather. It's nice with your tongue between your teeth. I like it. All right. Next one. Um, I'll let you ask me first. Yes, just to let you read it for me.
Okay. Would you rather live in a place with a lot of trees or live in a place near the ocean?
Ooh, that is a really good question. It is a good question. My husband's a hunter, so maybe I would like to be in a place with a lot of trees. But I'm also scared of bears. So maybe I would like to live in a place near the ocean because it's like relaxing and I love hearing the waves. What about you? Would you rather live in a place with a lot of trees or live in a place near the ocean?
And we mixed it together. Like I would like to live in a place near the ocean, but it can also have a lot of trees
Oh.
near the ocean. Hmm? Because I like the sound of the waves and the air. There
Mhm.
is something in the air near the ocean. The I don't know how to tell you in English, but there's something different near the ocean in the air. So I would like both, but I think I would rather live in a place near the ocean.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really nice. Are you scared of animals in the ocean?
Yeah.
Okay, me too. Like sharks and stuff. Sorry, what did you say?
I'm scared of sharks.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Your English is really good, Esther.
Thank you. But I think the hardest thing for me when I speak English is to find the right words.
Okay.
It's my vocabulary words. I think I need to learn more. So here I am.
Here you are. Yeah, and I think someone actually just asked before you came on, how do they improve their vocabulary? I would say reading is a really good way. Um, but I think you might be starting a new job, so when you start a new job, you'll hear like different kind of vocabulary words that will be new. So I think that'll help. Do you understand what I speak? I speak pretty fast.
Yes, it's okay. I think in person you speak faster than right now. So
I think I do too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Next, I'll let you ask. Oh no, actually, I don't. Yeah, this is a good one.
Okay. Would you rather have a magic carpet that flies, or would you rather have a see-through submarine? Oh wow, what a good question.
Yeah. I think I would rather, especially what happened in the past with the submarine imploding. I don't know if I like that. um, but I think I would rather have a magic carpet that flies because gas is expensive and I don't have to worry about traffic. What about you?
I think I would rather have a magic carpet too, because I since I was young,
Mhm.
I what's the word? I'd always wanted to fly like a bird, so I think with a magic carpet, I would be able to do it. So I
Mhm.
think it's my first choice.
Okay, that's a good one. It's a good one. I always wanted to fly like a bird too. All right. Just gonna check out the time. Okay, so it is 10:12. Do you want it to be just 15 minutes or are you okay with 20 or 30? It's basically just for you that I'm doing this.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. We can. It's all right. I have a more time for a conversation. So
Okay, so we can do a half an hour.
yeah.
Okay. And then I'll save the last 5 to 10 minutes for corrections of either words that I found that were mispronounced or like common mistakes that I've heard. All right, so I'm going to share with you the next next slide. And just to let you know, you don't have to say, would you rather or would you rather You can just say, would you rather this or this? That makes sense?
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you want me to ask you?
Yeah, I'll let you ask me.
Okay. So would you rather only be able to walk on all fours or only be able to walk sideways like a crab? Oh.
Oh, this is a good one. Um, mm. Can you answer first?
Yep. Oh, it's so hard. What a question, a weird question. Whoa, wait a minute, please.
Okay.
I need to think. I think only be able to walk on all fours.
Okay, so can you tell me in a full sentence? I would rather.
Yes, I would rather only be able to walk on all fours because it would be easier to go anywhere than walk sideways like a crab.
It's true. Okay. For me, I like to be able to be fast if I need to. So I think I'd rather only be able to walk sideways like a crab. Because I could be fast if I want to.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. And I think it's easier on my back. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny. All right. I think I'm going to switch up the conversation and actually, I'll ask you. Do you want to continue doing what would you rather, or would you rather start describing photos?
No, I think describing photos can help me to, yes, with my vocabulary words. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay. And when I'm taking a longer time to respond to you, usually I'm writing things down, just in case you're like, what is she doing? I'm writing things down.
Okay.
So don't panic. All right, so we have a photo. I'm debating whether I should show my followers the photo. No, I don't. It's too much work because I have to figure it out. So I'm showing a photo to you, and I'm going to get you to describe what do you see in this photo.
Okay, so I can see 3 women sitting at the table. It looks like a meeting or something like this. There's no food on the table. They're all dressed like they're working somewhere. Yep, that's what I see.
Okay. What kind of meeting do you think it is, or like imagine if you had to invent the if you had to invent the situation, what do you think is happening?
Okay.
Mm.
I think it's a meeting about wait. That's a company that have to deal with a problem at work. So they're talking about how they're going to resolve the problem, and it's about an employee that is very bad at work. So they're struggling with are we going to fire them or help him to get better. So that's the point.
Okay, what do you think the problem is?
The employee is too lazy at work, and he doesn't how can I say that? He doesn't meet the timeline. So of all the works he has to do, so that's the problem.
It is a problem. Okay. I just see a really weird question on my chat, so I'm just going to answer it. I'm not trans, and I'm married. Got a really weird question on TikTok. Okay. All right. Good. I'm not going to ask any more questions about this. All right. Next photo. Can you describe it so my followers can imagine what's in the photo?
That's it. It looks like there is two teenagers that are upset with each other. So there is two girl teenagers, and there is one that is showing off her hand to the other, like, stop talking to me. And so I guess there is how you say in Chican?
Like you could say a fight or a conflict. Sometimes when people say fight, they think it's physical, but a fight can be emotional too, like teenage girls fight.
There it looks like a teenagers fight. So that's what I see.
How old do you think they are?
16 years old.
Yeah. Well, and she'd like talk to the hand to the other one. Why do you think they're in a fight or a conflict?
Because there is one girl that is turning off her back of the other girl, and the other girl is looking away with his hand placed to say, "Don't talk to me." To the other girl, so that's why. Yeah, and she's rolling his eyes.
Is she rolling her eyes or his eyes?
Her.
Yeah, and is it his hand or her hand?
Her hand.
And her hand with an H. Actually, I'm just gonna write this here. Yeah, her hand. So don't forget the H. Her hand. H. Why is it her hand and not his hand? This is a mistake that a lot of French speakers make.
Oh, because it's a girl, and if it's a girl, it's her, and if it's a boy, it's his hand.
Yeah, so possessive pronouns in English are always in agreement to or with the person that possesses it. Yeah. Good. All right, I'm just gonna look at the time. 22. I think we should. Yeah, I think it's time to for me to quiz you on different mistakes. All right, so I don't know why this isn't working. So for you, Esther, I've actually I don't mind you seeing my full screen. I don't show everyone my screen. I'm going to create for you a little document that shows the mistakes you've made, and then we're going to correct it together. Because you will see with time that probably 80 or 90% of the mistakes are all the same thing. And once you are able to correct it, you know, the mistake will be gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to write it on the board first for my viewers. So for you guys who are watching, I'm going to write the mistake on the board and give you time to guess what the mistake is. So this will be a learning opportunity for you guys. And then for Estar, I'm going to type it here as well. And then I'm going to ask you what the mistake is. If you know, good. If you don't, some of my followers might know. Is that good? Okay. All right. I try not to block the board. All right, so the first mistake I heard this is a common thing for French speakers. So there are, and I think you might know Estar, it was just the way you pronounced it, maybe. There are two, to get a better marker. There are two teenagers. So don't say it yet, Estar. We're gonna let people look at it. And then I'm gonna write it here. There are two teenagers. Oops, I accidentally wrote it correctly. So for you guys watching, feel free to tell me what the mistake is. I'm actually going to write, where is the mistake? I think you can see it on the board, yeah. And I'm just going to see what's going on. Oh, all right. I'm seeing a lot of political comments on my TikTok, so I just want to delete some of them, especially like. All right. So Estar, what do you think the mistake is?
Teenagers,
Yeah. Why?
because there is two.
Yes, there's more than one. The S makes things plural, so there are two teenagers. I hope you guys guessed there are two teenagers. And then the next one is, I'm just gonna rewrite this as well. I don't remember the full sentence, but that's not important. But I think he said he doesn't make all the limits for, or the deadlines for all the work he has to do. I know it's an awful sentence, YouTube, but there's a mistake somewhere in there. So I'm going to type it here. All of the works he has to do. All right, so I'm going to give Esther some time to find it.
Work without S.
Yes, without the S. Work, because work doesn't have it's singular. Like you could say, for example, like tasks. You can have a lot of tasks at work, but you can't say a lot of works. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. However, it's not to be confused with the verb to work. So I could say she works. That's different. It's a third person singular. So you will see the word works, but not in that context. Is this helpful?
Yes, really.
You're welcome. All right, so I can see TikTok says, yep, you're exactly right. There's no S on work. And the next one I heard is a company. I don't have the full sentence, but you said something about a company. Oh, I'm so sorry, Estar. You're seeing it backwards. But I'm typing it in the document, but I didn't realize yours was backwards. So a company that have to deal with a problem. We're talking about the photo. So a company. So TikTok, you have some time to find the mistake. Does a company that have to deal with a problem? Esther, do you know what it is? You may or may not know. It's a hard one.
Has.
Yes. Why is it has?
Because it's a company, and it's not I have to deal with at the third person.
Yeah. Singular. Yeah, third person singular. So a company has. Oh, good job. I feel like I think you've been exposed to a lot of English because you're able to identify most of the mistakes.
Yes, I practiced a lot since November, last November.
Oh. At home with the family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with what's the app? Name?
Sorry?
Whatever.
You can tell me in French and I can translate it.
Mais en fait, c'est une application.
Oh, Duolingo?
It's a what? Oh, yes, Duolingo.
Mm.
So it helps me very well.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. The next one I heard is there are 2 girl teenager. This one, I almost had second doubts on this, but I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it here. So there are 2 girl teenager.
Teenager girls.
Close. So there are. I'm actually having second doubts right now. Yeah. So teenage should be first. So I don't know if it's teenaged girls or teenage girls. Teenage or teenage girls. I'm just gonna double check this right away, but I know it doesn't say. Okay, when referring to a group of teenagers as a whole, teenage is preferred when describing as an adjective to describe a noun that is. Oh, this is more complicated than I thought. Let's check out ChatGPT. All right. Is it teenage girl or teen-aged? Sorry, Esther, I usually have all the answers, but that was kind of one that I'm like, which one is it? So both teenage girls without a D and teenaged are grammatically correct, and they can also be interchangeable. Okay, so both are correct. Okay, that's why I was a little. So for those watching, some of them said teenager girls or girls of teenager. No, it's actually teenage, because that's used as an adjective to describe girls. For those watching, you can see there are 2 teenage. You can have a D if you want, girls. So Esther, it's not bad that you didn't know what it was. I was a little doubtful. Teenage girls. So teenage does not take an S because it is an adjective, for those wondering.
Okay.
All right. In the photo, you said, I'm actually just going to keep this between you and me. Turn off her back. So in the photo, for those who are wondering, there was a girl here. Oh, I'm trying to get in the photo. And then the other one had her back like this. And she said turning off her back. Turning off is more for like electricity. It could be also like to lose your libido, so turn off sexually. But turn off, it'd be like turn. Actually, I'm going to let you guess, Esther. What do you think it should be? She is.
I don't know.
I tried not to say it when I was explaining. So turning her back to her, to something or to somebody. So you turn your back to someone. Yeah. Or towards someone. Good. So just to repeat for those listening, you turn your back to someone. So you're not really facing them. This could be accidental, but this could also be a way to like communicate that you don't want to deal with them or to communicate with them. All right. Now we're going to talk about pronunciation. And I'm actually going to put a banner here on my YouTube, just in case. If you guys ever want to have a lesson with me, there's all the information scrolling at the bottom. Sometimes I offer free lessons, and that is announced on Facebook. So now back to Esther. This word, and I'm actually going to flip my screen, Esther. Or I'll just put it here. Yeah, put it here. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Topic.
Yeah, I heard like toe. It should be more like topic. Topic. Can you repeat that?
Topic.
Topic. Yeah. So for those that are watching, it's kind of more of an ah sound. So topic. Next. I know you know how to pronounce this, but when it was in a sentence, there was a little bit of a kind of said something incorrectly. Can you say that for me?
Hardest thing?
Yeah, exactly. So the TH was fine. You had it tongue between your teeth thing, but you forgot to say the H. Hardest thing.
Hardest. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I figured it was just a slip of the tongue. I also heard you say, I need to tink. It should be? Think. Yeah, exactly. Again, that's just something that's typical for French speakers, or specifically Quebec. Now, another word. Actually, two words. Can you say this for me?
Women.
Yeah, I heard woman or something. I think it was that. But yeah, and I don't know why English doesn't make sense, but it's pronounced women. It's like an I sound. Women. Why? I have no idea. And then the singular, what is it?
Woman.
Yeah, exactly. It's woman. Good. Good. And what else are we going to look at? Oh, I went over a half an hour. So to finish off, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen, and I can share this document with you later if you like. Yeah, so to finish off, Esther, I noticed that you're able to pronounce a lot of things, and I think the next time we meet, which will be tomorrow, by the way, for those following, I think I want to work on intonation. What this means is that I hear that you pronounce things correctly most of the time, but it's just the way that you talk that resembles French. So, for example, I heard you say, "Want me to ask you?" instead of "Want me to ask you." You know.
Okay.
So it's just like different ways that we connect words and kind of like, have the music of our language. I think that'll be the focus next time, but I want you to know that you speak really, really well. And I'm actually impressed because I've never really stopped and like listened to you when I've seen you in person in English. So congrats on working hard on your English. And do you have any questions before we end?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
You're very
time.
You're very welcome.
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah, thank you for booking with me, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yes. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Stam.
Bye. Okay.
There you go. All right, so we're done. I'm going to take a quick look at some of my questions. You guys might have some questions. Let's check it out. Continuous roles. Thanks for sharing. I am so happy to share. What part of Canada are they in? I take classes with you. You don't take classes with me? Do you want to? Because I do have a link if you want to. So if you go to, I think there should be a link in my TikTok bio to take classes with me. But I am in the province of Quebec. And I don't want to answer for the person that I'm talking to just because I don't know how much she wants me to share. If you want to go on, yeah. So like I said, there's a link, I think in my TikTok bio, but there's definitely a link on my Facebook. It's in the pinned comments. It says how to book with me. But yeah, sometimes I'll have free lessons. Sometimes I don't. I'm thinking of having more free lessons because, as you guys may know, I was supposed to start a full-time job, but it didn't happen, so I have more time. Oh, I see a good question saying, how do you pronounce this name in English? I've never seen that name in English, but I will, yes. Okay. Say, how do you pronounce this? And I'm also going to change this. I'm going to change my banner on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to know how to pronounce anything on YouTube, or you have a sentence that you want me to correct, follow these instructions down below. I think, I don't know, this is not one I've seen. I think it's Diane or Diane. Or, well, I know girl names. We have Diane. So it's Di and then Yan. But I don't know. I don't think that's your name, though. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well, thank you. All right. I'm going to see if we have any questions really quickly, and then if not, I'm going to sign out. I want to speak English like American people. I see that on YouTube. Watch my pronunciation. Watch my pronunciation video. All right. And bonjour. Hello to Pakistan. Okay, so I see some people asking questions. My problem, I'm not pickup listening. I have to see if you guys can hear it. Please give me answer to my question. I'm sorry, I don't see your question. I really don't. And when I was on the call with someone, I unfortunately cannot. I cannot like talk to people on my live because I'm with somebody in a meeting. Do you give classes who are willing to take CELTA or Delta exams? No. Like, unfortunately, I'm more conversationally based. I know there are other English teachers, these are English influencers as well, that help people prep for their IELTS. And hello, Amari. It's your name in English. Dijon. I wonder if your name's actually supposed to be like Dylan. I mean, I don't know the direct translation, but I'm wondering if it's Dylan. Diane in English, in my language, is pronounced Dijon. Dijon? Okay, it's Diane. I've never heard of that. All right. So I think we're all done. I don't see any other questions. And I think I'm going to end it there. So the replay is on YouTube. Again, if you want to improve your pronunciation, I have a whole playlist on YouTube. If you want to see what kind of English mistakes you might make, you can check out my playlist, English Mistakes, where I show a mistake, give you 3 3 seconds to answer it, and then I give the answer. You might realize that there's a lot of mistakes that you already make, so it helps you improve. But anyways, I have a lot of videos how to use ChatGPT as well to improve your English, so check it out. It is Learn English with Jess on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook. And how do you pronounce your name? I think it's Amari. Amari. Amari, I would say. Like Amari. Amari. All right, looks like we're all done. So I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. There should be a video popping up maybe, so check it out and take care. Bye.